Of international students in the USA are now facing detention or have had their visas revoked by the Department of Homeland Security following a wave of executive orders. Jamaican-born attorney Siku Clark says any Jamaican traveling to the U.S. must be circumspect or face scrutiny and potential detention. He also shares the recourse for anyone embroiled in the latest visa revocation matter.
As executive orders abound, so too are the gloomy headlines across several North American states concerning international students and questions surrounding universities gaining accreditation, including the Ivy League. Among the latest incidents, a war brewing between the prestigious Harvard University and the Trump administration.
I think it goes in line with the government looking into universities on a whole as to their funding, as to their tax-exempt status. I saw recently that an executive order was filed directly affecting universities where they are now scrutinizing how universities get their accreditation. Right. So this was recently passed, and recently, I mean, within the last 48 hours. So there's and I don't know if you've seen the whole tussle with the current administration and Harvard going back and forth. You know, Harvard filed a lawsuit.
Clark, a Jamaican-born, explains that the push to remove students stemmed from a series of student protests, followed by targeted removal of students allegedly aligned with terrorist groups. But he says things ballooned since then.
But the ones that I've seen where the recourse looks dismal are the ones who have been accused of participating in these protests or rallies that advocate against U.S. interests or U.S. I would want to say I'll leave it at U.S. interests.
He shares there's recourse for the students in most cases who would need to first consult with legal experts to see if they qualify for a reinstatement. Clark says some media have reported that in many instances students were allegedly never told why their visas were revoked. One media report from Texas shared as much.
And the Trump administration now faces several federal lawsuits over these visa changes. So we've been working to get answers from university leaders and federal agencies. And here's what we've learned.
Leaders with the UT system told KVUE as of Friday they have had 176 students affected across all of their campuses. In San Marcos, a spokesperson for Texas State tells us 2 students have been affected there. And the Texas State University system, which also covers campuses like Lamar University and Sam Houston State, has had 10 students affected. And leaders with the Texas A&M system tell our partners at the Austin American-Statesman across their campuses they have had 38 students affected. We reached out to federal agencies multiple times to find out why we're seeing more visa statuses changed. They haven't given specifics on any cases.
So what's his recommendation to anyone, student or foreigner in the U.S.?
That would be it. If you're traveling into the U.S., right, make sure that you have all your ducks in a row. Always stay calm when you're talking to the officer. Always know that they can enter your phone and look at your social media, right? Your rights to privacy is significantly reduced upon entry of the U.S. And if you're inside of the U.S., just make sure that you follow the rules and you have all of your paperwork easily accessible.
He anticipates a roller coaster of executive orders, lawsuits, and countersuits over the Trump tenure.